welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. It retails for $40 at Sephora, Ulta Beauty, Too Faced online, and wherever else Too Faced products are sold. It does come in 35 different shades. I do want to read a little bit about this. Oil-free 24-hour matte foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Our true matte formula stays completely color true while covering imperfections to reveal the all-day, shine-free look of naturally flawless skin. Lightweight wear and coverage so undetectable they'll think you were born this way. Your light-proof foundation that controls oil and keeps you looking flawless for a full 24 hours. We're not going to be testing this foundation for a full 24 hours, but that is a huge claim. It goes on to say Born This Way Matte is available in 35 flawless shades, one for every skin tone. Feel confident in this oil-free, waterproof, life-proof formula. I don't know about that. It says, like the entire Born This Way collection, new Born This Way Matte is infused with skin-loving hyaluronic acid, alpine rose, and coconut water. If you guys are allergic to coconut products, definitely keep that in mind. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says Too Faced Born This Way Matte. And the shade that I purchased it is in the shade Honey. I'm not sure if this shade would match me. I've never tried the original Too Faced Born This Way, but I did order it. And on this side of the packaging, it tells you a little bit about it. It says infused with coconut water, alpine rose, hyaluronic acid, this oil-free 24-hour matte foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and our skin. Our matte formula stays completely color true while covering imperfections to reveal the all-day shine-free look of naturally flawless skin. Lightweight wear and coverage so undetectable they would think you were born this way. It says 99% said that this foundation blurs away imperfections, 96% said that this foundation feels weightless on the skin, 93% said that the foundation provides undetectable coverage, and 92% said that the foundation does not require touch-ups. This was in a 1-week study of 107 women. On this side of the packaging, it says it in a different language, and you have the barcode on the bottom, and this is a 24-month shelf life. It was made in Canada. Flip it over on the back, you do have the ingredients here at the top. So let's open this up. It's very sleek packaging. I love that. It comes with a pump. I'm gonna do 1 pump of the shade in Honey. Here's what Honey looks like. I definitely think this might work out for me as long as it doesn't oxidize. I already moisturized my skin with the Milk Makeup Vegan Milk Moisturizer, taking a little bit on my fingertip. I think the shade in Honey might be a little bit too light on me. I'm going to be blending it out using a damp beauty blender. I definitely feel like my damp beauty blender did soak up the majority of the product because there's no coverage on my skin. Pump 1 more pump of product. Let's actually do 2 pumps. So 2 more pumps. Dot this all over again. Going back in using my damp beauty blender, blending this out. There we go. Now we have some coverage. I still feel like this shade is too light on me. Here we have the left side of my face using the Born This Way foundation. It's not full coverage because it didn't cover up my dark spot, but we can definitely build it up. Taking a little bit more on my finger. I'll just leave a little bit there. Ooh, foundation oxidized. I only purchased 1 shade. I wasn't sure what my shade was. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit while we do the other side. I do have a little bit more on the back of my hand. Taking that, applying it all over. Does oxidize. On the right side, we're going to be using a brush to blend it out. Here's what 1 layer looks like using a brush. 1 layer, it's not going to do much. I'm going to use 2 more pumps. We're going to dot this all over. Blending it out using my brush. Do you guys see how much more coverage it gives with 2 layers? Here's what 2 layers look like using a brush. I do have to go back in and use just a teeny bit just to cover up my darkness. Going back in using my damp beauty blender, we're going to blend out the left side. I expected a little bit more coverage. Go back in using my brush. Here we have the foundation blended out. I don't want to apply too much of the foundation where it becomes cakey throughout the day. Let's see how it feels. Not a whole lot of transfer. Here's what the foundation in the shade Honey looks like dried down. I still have a little bit of the foundation drying down, but I do want to apply a fresh pump. Here's what a fresh pump looks like as it's running down. And here's what it looks like dried down. This part here, and then it's almost drying down there. I'm not sure if I want to set this. I do want to see how it performs on its own. Again, I did not use a primer. I just moisturized my skin. I'm going to be applying mascara. You guys already know I'm using my L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. For lips, I'm going to be applying the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. Here's one last look on what the foundation looks like. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how the foundation performs, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. I don't like how the foundation wore throughout my day. I do find like the foundation doesn't match me. It is pulling a little bit of a white cast. It looks like I was wearing sunscreen. I want to blot the right side of my face using a tissue. I haven't blotted throughout my entire day. Right side is where I use the brush. Wow, not a lot of foundation came up on the tissue. I really do like how the foundation looks after I did blot. It looks really matte, whereas on this side, it's way too shiny. I will be playing with this foundation throughout the entire week. I do need to get a darker shade because I don't think the shade in Honey matches me. I will check back in with you guys towards the end of the week, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it is day 3 of me testing out the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I tried the shade in Honey yesterday using a primer and it was still too light on me, so I did go back to my Ulta and they gave me 3 different shade samples. The first one is in the shade Caramel, the middle one is in the shade Chai, and then the last shade that I got was the shade in Toffee. I also got shade matched while I was at Ulta Beauty. They matched me in the shade Caramel, which is this shade here, so I'm just going to try out the sample before I open up the big bottle because you never know, it might not be my shade. So here's the shade in Caramel. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand so you guys can see. Here's what the shade in Caramel looks like. I definitely think this would be the best match. I do want to show you what the other 2 shades look like. The next shade is called Chai. Chai is a little bit too rich for me. That's Chai. Here's what Toffee looks like. Here's what all 3 shades look like. I'm definitely going to apply the shade in Caramel, but I do want to show you guys what the shade in Honey looks like compared to all 3. One pump of Honey over here, right next to Caramel. Here we have Honey, Caramel, Chai, and Toffee. Honey is a little bit too light on me, but I think Caramel would be the perfect shade. Here's what all 4 shades look like swatched side by side. I'm going to remove these swatches and then I'll reapply my primer. I also purchased the original Too Faced Born This Way foundation because I never tried it before, so hopefully I like the matte and the original. So I'll keep you guys posted. If you guys want to see a 1-week wear test, let me know in the comments down below. For primer, I went with my Tatcha the Liquid Canvas. I applied this all over. I'm just going to be taking a little bit more and just applying it where I removed it. I love this primer. It gives a great base. And not only that, it doesn't leave a white cast. It may look like it gave a little bit of white cast because I applied moisturizer. On this side of my face, I didn't apply any moisturizer. I just applied the Tatcha primer. And on this side, I have moisturizer and the Tatcha. We're going to apply the shade in Caramel. So like I said, I did purchase the full size. A fresh pump right here. Here's 1 pump of Caramel. I'm going to do 1 layer and then we'll build it up. I prefer blending out the foundation using a brush versus a damp beauty sponge because I feel like it doesn't give me enough coverage. Here's what 1 layer looks like. I'm going to be applying a little bit more where my dark spots are. I will be setting the foundation and applying a product on top of it. Here's what 2 layers of the foundation looks like. I'm going to set everything using my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. Taking a large fluffy powder brush, we're going to dip into the powder, press the powder in. I pulled my hair back, it was getting in the way. For bronzer, I'm going to go in using the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer in the shade Island Thing. For blush, I'm going to go in with the shade in Nova from KVD. This is her Crush on Blush. For mascara, I'm going to apply the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Afterglow Lip Balm from NARS. My lips have been so chapped lately. Here's what all the swatches look like. They're still drying down. Here's how everything looks like. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation in the shade Caramel. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. It's been 10 plus hours I've been wearing the foundation and I didn't realize that it oxidized on me. I don't think the shade in Caramel is my perfect match. I do want to blot the left side of my face just to see how much foundation does come off. I have a little bit of toilet paper. The left side is how I would like to look throughout my day versus this super oily side. Not a lot of foundation did come off on the tissue, which is great because we did set the foundation with setting powder. I'm going to try and mix both of these shades tomorrow to see if I can come up with my perfect shade. I will check back a little bit later on this week and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it is day 6 of me testing out the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Today I'm going to be mixing both of the shades together. I just finished washing my face so it is squeaky clean. I didn't apply any moisturizer or any primer. I do want to see what the foundation looks like on its own on my bare skin. I was getting a white cast throughout the week, so I'm not sure if it was the other products that was causing the white cast or the foundation itself. That's why I wanted to test out the foundation alone without any products underneath it. I'm going to take 1 pump of honey. We're going to take 1 pump of caramel. I'm going to mix these 2 shades together and dot this all over my face. Taking my blending brush, we're going to blend everything in. I noticed I also got the same white cast when I tested out their Peach Perfect foundation, so I'm not sure if it's something in Too Faced's products that are causing the white cast. I want to see if we do get a white cast. So I'm just going to blend everything in. I'm going to apply 2 layers of the foundation because that's what I like, full coverage. Here's what 1 layer of the foundation looks like. I'm going to take 1 more pump of caramel and 1 more pump of honey. We're going to mix both of these 2 together again, dot it all over, and blend everything out. Taking a little bit more just to cover up my dark spot. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. Hopefully, mixing both of these shades together, we don't get the white cast, it doesn't oxidize as much. I'm gonna apply 1 coat of my favorite mascara, the L'Oreal Unlimited. For lips, I'm going to apply the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. It's in the shade Stone. Here's what everything looks like. I will check back with you guys at the end of the night to see how the foundation performs, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in both shades Honey and Caramel. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. I have not blotted throughout my entire day, so I'm going to be taking a piece of toilet paper. I'm going to be blotting the right side of my face. I did also forget to mention to you guys that I did not set the foundation earlier with any setting powder. So this is what the foundation looks like with no product. Here's how much foundation did come off on the tissue. It oxidized quite a bit, which I'm not happy about. There needs to be a shade in between of Honey and Caramel, which there isn't yet. Hopefully down the line Too Faced will expand their shade range. I will check back with you guys on day 7, which is tomorrow, and I will give you guys my final thoughts on this foundation for this entire week, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it is the end of the week of me testing out the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. My final thoughts on this foundation is that I don't like it at all. I don't like how the foundation oxidizes throughout the day, leaves a white cast. Lastly, I don't like how the foundation plays with my other products. I currently have the foundation on. I mix the shade in Honey and Caramel together. Here's what the foundation looks like with product on top of it. Just don't like how the foundation plays with my other products. And as you guys can see, it leaves a white cast. Pumped out each shade on the back of my hand. We do have Honey, which is the first shade here. Caramel is the second shade, and then I mix both of the shades together. It is still drying down. The first shade is Honey, the second shade is Caramel, and the third shade is both of the shades mixed together. So these are still drying down, but I do want to apply a fresh swatch for you guys so I can show you what it looks like. So here's one pump of Honey, freshly swatched, and here's what Honey looks like when it dries down. As you guys can see, it dries down a bit darker. Here's a fresh pump of the shade in Caramel, and here's what it looks like dried down. I'm gonna do half a pump of Honey and then half a pump of Caramel. I'm gonna mix these two shades together. Here's what it looks like freshly swatched and then dried down. If you guys have tried this foundation, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I do want to quickly share with you guys what I do have applied on my eyes. I applied the Too Faced Salted Caramel Mini Eyeshadow Palette. I first went in with the shade in Make Me Melt. I applied that shade all over my lid and I blended it in the crease. Next, I went in with the shade in Butter Me Up and I blended a little bit of toffee in with it because I wanted a little bit of brightness. That's how I achieved this eye look. The lip shade I currently have on is from Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Thrilling. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.